mixed-race couple? Cringe!
I want to talk about the most recent bill that Tennessee is trying to pass, if not passed already. I believe more of us should be talking about it. This honestly wasn't a video that I think I was going to ever make. However, it is very concerning as to what's going on right now. A lot has been happening in the state of Tennessee in general, starting with the ban on casual drag as well as going into the most recent school shooting that happened. 3 staff members and 3 students were unfortunately lost that day, and now we have this.
Tennessee House passes a bill that would say it is okay to not engage in giving someone a marriage certificate if they are of different races, if they are members of the LGBTQ community, or if for some reason there's a religious objection.
Right off the bat, this already comes off as very regressive. The fact that this is happening in modern age is beyond me. I'm not typically a political guy. I don't enjoy talking about politics all that much. However, it's gotten to a point where the government is starting to reach their hands into things that doesn't belong. I mean, it's not like they already don't do that. It just seems like it's been back to back this past month.
Tennessee House passed a bill not requiring anyone to solemnize a marriage if they disagree with it. This allows people to refuse to marry queer couples, trans couples, even interracial couples.
So to clear things up, they're not exactly banning irregular marriages, but simply giving the right of people who marry couples to say no if they don't agree with certain personal beliefs. Best case scenario is that if you and your partner are not of the norm, you can still find a minister or a wedding officiant to say yes to your marriage and marry you. That is still possible. It's just the implications in the fact that they can say no and turn you away.
I want you to see this bill. I bring this bill to your attention because, as I say often, if you say nothing when they knock on your neighbor's door, they will eventually knock on yours. And I remember when people were saying things like, well, they'll never come for interracial marriage. They're just coming for gay marriage right now.
I believe he was also partially talking about the Roe v. Wade overturn situation and the outcome of that whole thing. I remember people talking about that exact same thing, and I'll be completely honest with you. I was one of those people that didn't think that would come this far. The first I heard anything like this was from TikTok. Now, when it comes to TikTok, there's a lot of misinformation and BS that goes around that site. I tend to take none of it seriously. Unfortunately, people calling out that this might happen actually ended up happening. I really thought it was an overreach and an overreaction, but apparently not.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bill that has passed literally grants authority to government clerks to not issue a marriage license to a person or to a couple they simply have a personal disagreement with, which provides opportunity to say no based on race.
Again, while it's not illegal to have any irregular marriage, this is really just based on personal preference. So if you're an interracial or gay couple as of right now, be assured that no one's going to actively come after you and execute you John Wick style. There are of course still some loopholes you can go through. However, we'll talk about it later in the video.
Now, you may say, well, Doc, this must apply to religious leaders, to preachers, right? The law already says members of the faith community can engage in legal discrimination. They don't have to say yes.
Now, I kind of already knew this. I grew up in the Christian faith, so I know what we do and do not agree with. While as an adult, I've become more open and lenient. I can't say the same for others, so you do have the right to feel a little unease. What confuses me is why the bill needed to be made if this was already the case. I believe they're trying to implement an extra layer for people who aren't religious and give them the right to exercise their personal beliefs.
The bill, which moves to the state Senate now, is the latest in an onslaught of measures that the Tennessee legislature has passed attacking LGBTQ rights. This bill could also apply to couples where at least one partner is transgender.
Now you're probably asking yourself, how would that even work? I assume that at least one person, if they consider themselves to be trans male or male, in order for their marriage to be blessed, the other partner would have to be a biological man. It just baffles me that this is happening right now. We have almost a decade of queer rights movement under our belt, and yet this is where we are right now. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop there. The thing that gets me the most is the reasoning for doing this.
Supporters of Tennessee's bill and dozens of similar ones moving through the state legislatures across the country say their main goal is to protect children.
What? You mean to tell me your excuse to be discriminatory is to protect children? Okay, I believe you. Listen, I am the #1 advocate for protecting children, but having this reason be your shield is pretty goofy to me. Let's keep it real. We are a southern state. The Republicans own us. Once Trump inevitably runs for office again, you bet he's gonna have Tennessee day one. But seriously, children? I know we had that tragedy at the elementary school not even a week ago, but let's not pretend like this is for them. If anything, our focus should be on the children right now, and not this goofy nonsense. Fortunately, it doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. This bill has only passed in Tennessee. If you need to, you can go to other states and get married. Once you come back, Tennessee has no choice but to honor your marriage. My next point might be a little controversial, but who says that you even have to get married? The whole marriage point of view of it is just a legal contract. If you love each other, you'd stay together regardless. However, I can still see why people would get married. It's a celebration between two souls becoming one, as well as official recognition that you two are together. Anyways, that's my whole input on it. The original video will be in the description down below. I haven't covered the entire thing, so please go check it out if you want more detail. Let me know how you feel about this. Should we be more outraged, or is this a topic that would just blow over in about a week or two? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.